The Jaeger is a new enemy that was introduced in the Season 3 trailer in the Outlast Trials, and this enemy is completely different than what we're used to in essentially every form. The Jaeger is immune to stun, blind, any defensive rig. You cannot jammer it, and it always knows where you are, so there's no running away from it. So this enemy is extremely dangerous, and basically whole new strategies need to be came up with to ignore it. Now, for a little backstory, the Jaeger is actually Henrietta, who knew our friend Doris here, and Murkoff tried turning Henrietta into an X-Pop, but ultimately failed when she attacked Coil. But Coil being Coil, he reciprocated and basically beat Henrietta to near death, and she got sent into the basically abandoned environment in the Murkoff facility, which is where we go to escape via Emilia's plan. And now, when Season 3 comes in, Murkoff has taken her and turned her into a whole new big grunt. And like I said before, she is completely different than anyone else. Always knowing where we are, immune to stun, blind, jammer, and even the slowing effects of heal that it brings on enemies. So you might be wondering, how the hell am I supposed to avoid this person? Well, there are a couple ways, and I read up about this on YouTube, some articles. It sort of came to my own conclusions on this. So my loadout currently is stun, noise reduction, smash, and incognito. Now, a lot of my loadout I'm probably gonna end up throwing out of the window when I am playing the event with the Jaeger, aka Henrietta. And stun being so useless, blind being so useless, heal is alright, but if you're using it to slow down enemies, you're already gonna be disappointed. So what I would recommend is X-ray or Barricade. So Barricade allows you to block the doors in the trial, so you can lock them shut. And the cool thing about the Barricade rig is once you get down, you can actually place 2 barricades. So if we take a trial where you are in a sort of a threshold between 2 areas, and you can barricade both those doors as the Jaeger is chasing you. But the thing about the Jaeger is it's slower than most enemies, slower than all enemies, but it does always know where you are. So your goal should just be to slow down the Jaeger more than anything else. There's no hiding. If you hide inside of a barrel or locker or under a table, she's gonna find you. So you just need to make sure that you're placing as much distance between her as possible. And if you're playing with a friend, at least one of you should be running Barricade so you can make as much distance as possible. And the thing about the Jaeger is it will be locked onto one of you at a time. So if one of you is doing an objective, another one could be running the Jaeger around in a loop, placing barricades, keeping the Jaeger occupied while somebody else does the objective. And it does apply in solo as well. You can loop the Jaeger around, barricade a door, and then run away. So this is a rare sighting because the barricade basically has never been of use until now. Now with the barricade being useful, there's also some more amps that were useful before, but are increasingly useful now. So with the Jaeger always knowing where you are, and if you're potentially stuck in a hiding spot and you have nowhere to go and you get grabbed, evasive maneuver is your friend. So this allows you to kick yourself off of enemies and avoid any damage that you get in the process. I would assume that this works on the Jaeger as well. And smash would also work to get away from enemies as quickly as you can. And smash would work as well just so you can get away from the Jaeger as quickly as you can. And as usual, I'm always going to recommend noise reduction so that way you can stay quiet. But for me, I could see a lot of use in using the Barricade rig and evasive maneuver so that way you are prepared for the Jaeger who could grab you and kill you and all that fun stuff like that. Because yeah, I mean, this enemy is completely different than anything we're used to. And I'm going to spend some time getting myself familiarized with the Barricade rig, as you should too, sort of adapting my play style to it. Because this is the only thing really that will keep our distance between us and the Jaeger, because the Jaeger never stops. She just keeps going and won't stop at anything. So just slowing her down is really the only thing you can do. One more thing is that the X-ray could be useful to see the Jaeger through walls, but I believe you would be able to at least hear her from at least a little bit of a distance. We will see when the update comes. But for now, I'm sticking to the Barricade stigma. So let me know if you do have different ideas for amps or rigs to use in the comments. Let me know what you think of this new enemy, because this is certainly nothing that we're used to. And I'm excited to see what different playstyle this enemy brings us, because this is more like Outlast 1, where your only choices are to run, hide, or die. Except this time there's no hiding, so it's just running or dying, which definitely applies in this scenario. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.